So hi everyone, welcome. We're so excited to have Angie Thompson with us tonight to tell us a little bit about her Plexus journey and to answer some of our questions that we have for her. I know she's busy, she's ducking in a corner somewhere, we can see her. So we won't keep you long, Angie. If you could just tell us a little bit about your journey and how you got started with Plexus.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm sorry, the game was supposed to be over by now, so I tried to find a quiet place, so thank you for asking me to share my story tonight. Just to tell you a little bit about how I got started, I signed up back in November of 2012, and I was just looking to buy the products wholesale. Got started on the products, fell in love with the products. I live in a small little town, Vandalia, Illinois. Some of you may know where that is, and just started sharing the products with my friends, my family, the people that I worked with. And what happened was they had great success. They loved the products, and then they wanted to know how to buy wholesale. So I kind of messed up at the beginning in a good way. I would tell people that they had to join Plexus to buy the products. So it was kind of funny because I didn't really know you could be a customer. I thought you had to join to even buy the products. So I was signing up a lot of people, that way. But what happened was, being in a small town, I started to brand myself with Plexus. I, wore the shirt. I was always drinking my drink wherever I was. And people started to recognize that that's what I did. And I don't know where you guys live, but for me, I just tried to be Plexus wherever I was. And it paid off for me. I found out there was a compensation plan with Plexus, and I didn't know that before. And once I found that out, we had met Deborah Lawson, and she shared the opportunity of really how you could earn an income with Plexus. And when she did that, that's what changed everything for us, because we didn't really know what we were doing. We just knew we were buying wholesale, and we were signing everybody else up to buy wholesale, and we were getting these checks, but we really didn't know why or how we were getting them. And so it's kind of a funny story when you look back at it now. We had been doing the business for about 4 months, and we had met Deborah Lawson at a home show, and we went up to her booth and we acted like we didn't know anything about Plexus, what it was or anything. And so she shared with us what the products could do and the opportunity and all of that. And she told us what an Emerald Ambassador made. And at the time, we didn't even know what we were. We just knew we were signed up. And she had shared that with us. And so when she shared that with us, that changed everything for us. We looked at it a completely different way, because we knew that we could help a lot of people do the same exact thing that we were going to do. And so that's what we did. We started sharing after Deborah told us about the opportunity side. We started sharing with people the business opportunity. So first we were sharing the products, but then when we saw there was a business opportunity, we would share both. And after we started talking to Deborah that day, she shared, that an emerald could make $150,000 approximately in a year. And we were in, a bad financial place at the time. And so that spoke volumes to us that there was a way that we could generate some extra income for our family. And so we drove home from the home show that day. And on the way home, my husband said, wouldn't it be nice to build the business a little bit and really understand what we're doing and try to make it fun to make our house payment? And so that was our next goal, was to do that. And then after that, our next goal was to help the people that we got into the business do the same thing. And so it's just funny when you look back now, and some of you may be new and some of you may have been in the business for a while, but when you look back on it now, we didn't even know, but we had gold points. So, when you reach 100 Plexus points, you're a gold ambassador, right? Well, we had already generated that, but we didn't even know it yet. And so when we found out how the compensation plan worked, we saw that there was an opportunity to really grow the business fast. And we decided at that moment, after meeting Deborah, getting home, talking to some more people, seeing if they would be interested in doing the business with us, we decided at that point to go all in. Like, we made our mind up that if she could do this, that we could do it. And so we went all in. That was March of 2012, and Ted and I were both gold. And by July of that same year, so basically in about 4.5 to 5 months, we both hit emerald. He was working his business and I was working mine. And so we did that, and then I got to diamond in a year and he got to sapphire, and that's where we both are still. And it's just, you look back and you're like, what in the world even happened? How did that happen? But, you know, I can tell you that the biggest thing for us was sharing it unashamedly, you know, sharing with everyone we ever ran into, not being afraid to talk about it to anybody that we ran into, and really, you know, having passion about what we had. We had great opportunity, and we had products that no one can go out and get. Our products are the top of the line in every way. If you go out and try to find a drink like Plexus Slim, you will not find it. There's not a drink on the market that is sweetened with stevia that does the same things helping to regulate blood sugar like our product. And so I like to tell people we have a small but mighty lineup of products that target the 4 biggest issues Americans have. That's blood sugar, gut issue, autoimmune issues, pain, inflammation, and energy. And we've got products for all of those. And so we just started sharing with everyone. And we've had so many people on our team that have been able to rank up as well. We have a lot of people, and I know it's some of you guys too, that are pushing for emerald. And I am here to tell you that if we can do it, you guys can do it. You know, we live in a small town. We have, Kelsey, can you hear me? Okay, I just want to make sure you could hear me. It looked like I was muted, but I'm sorry. Anyway, we, you know, when we saw the opportunity and how big it was, like we just went all in. And I know Kelsey asked me some specific questions, and I'm not in my car yet, so I'm trying to remember. Was that what you had asked about, like when we knew we were all in?
Yeah. When was that deciding factor? I mean, I know you guys kind of stumbled across this business and you really didn't know what you were doing. I know Ted told me he had to call customer service and was like, how are we getting these checks?
Yeah.
We have no idea how we're getting paid. What was that deciding factor? Was it talking
I already did.
Deborah?
Yeah, what it was he, before we had met Deborah at the home show, he had called customer service, and they had told him that, because we were getting these checks. We had gotten a check for $50 or $49.75, and then the next month we had gotten 2 checks, and at that time they actually sent you paper checks. And so that was really fun to get that. I'm going to talk to Taro. I'm going to be there next week and see if he'll change that. It was fun to get those checks in the mail. But anyway, when we got those 2 checks for $250, that we were kind of like, wait a second, we're on to something, because we know how hard you have to work and the hours that you have to go make $2. And so we had met Deborah at the home show, but Ted had made a call, like you said, to corporate and asked them about how we were getting paid. And they said there was a compensation plan. And Ted said, what is that? And the guy said, well, it's how we build our business. We're going to pay you to go out and tell people about our products and opportunity. And then we had met Deborah. And when I would say that was the deciding factor, when we met Deborah and she told us about the opportunity. And so I think back on that now, and I think if she would have never told us what she made, because Ted had asked her when we were talking, you know, she said she was an Emerald Ambassador, and we said, well, what does an Emerald Ambassador make with Plexus? And she wouldn't tell us. She just kept talking about the products, and that's all she wanted to talk about. And so we had asked her like 3 times, and finally she told us. And if she wouldn't have told us, I don't think we would have ever done anything with the business, because that inspired us, because she made us believe that if she could do it, we could do it. And that was our conversation. And that was really the deciding factor. That was when we decided we're going all in. We're going to work as hard as we can to get to the top in this company. And I will never forget, about a week later, we had decided to sit our kids down. And we said, look, you know, we want to talk to you guys as a family, but we think that we have come across something that could change our whole family's life forever. And we sat down with Drew and Dalton. Of course, Dalton was like about I don't know, 18, and he could care less what we were doing. But Drew, he was 8 or 9, and it was a big deal because we were on the phone a lot, and we were calling people, and we were doing events almost every night. And we had decided we were going to spend 12 months working Plexus, and we were all in, and we were going to get to the top of the company. We would settle for Emerald, but we were going to try to get to Diamond. And so we would take Drew with us, and we told them, we're not going to be able to be at everything all the time, and we may have to miss a few things, but if you guys will just trust us and believe us, that this will be worth it in the end. And so we would take Drew to the events with us. He would set all of our stuff up. He would tear it down. He would do his homework at events. We would work our jobs all day long, and then we would go meet with people in the evening. And we did that for a solid 6 months. And, during that time, we were able to get to Emerald and above that. And we had a team then that we were trying to help, as well. And it's just crazy how it's really all happened. But I believe that if Deborah would not have told us that, we would have never done anything. And so I want to encourage you guys to talk about it. Money is the hardest thing to talk to people about, right? It's not fun to talk about, but everybody needs it. Everyone wants to better their life, better their car, better their house, do more for their kids. I've never met anyone that didn't need just a little bit of extra. And for us, that $250 changed everything for us. And, now we're able to give to more. We're able to volunteer our time and do different things that we always wanted to do, but we never could do because of Plexus. But there's lots of different ways to grow your business. I haven't really built my business on social media. I know Kelsey has a great way of building her business on social media. And I know some of you guys are working your business that way, but one thing I was thinking about today after Kelsey and I talked is that there's not one right way to build your business in Plexus. But I think what you have to find is you have to find your passion. What is that? Is your passion to help a single mom earn $250? Is your passion to teach people how to live a healthier lifestyle? Is your passion both of those? Is it the opportunity and the products? What is it? What is your passion? Are you passionate about our probiotic, or are you passionate about helping people that have pain? So you see, there's all different directions that you can go building your business. There's not one right or wrong way. Even the way you build your business can be different. You can do it on social media. You can do 3-way calls. You can do these Zoom events like we're doing. A lot of people are starting events on Facebook and just doing Facebook Live. I can tell you that people are more interested in you than they are what you sell. So if you can work on developing relationships and showing people that you're there to help. So think about Weight Watchers, okay? This is a good scenario. There are people, Weight Watchers, they go and they check in, and they go and they check in, they talk to their coach, don't they? What would happen to your business if you did that? What would happen if you were checking in with your customers once a week or even once every 2 weeks? What would happen if you checked in with your ambassadors, once a week, once a month? Maybe you guys aren't doing things like that. I can tell you that people will stick with you longer when you invest in them. So think about what people need. You may have 5 different customers right now. I guarantee you each one of them have something different that they need. One may need just their regimen changed up. Maybe they need a different product. One may need encouraged on the business side or offered the business side. So really think about, when you go to, here's another scenario. When you go to the salon, the girl knows exactly what she did to your hair last month, doesn't she? She gets your little card out or her computer, and she looks and sees what you guys did last month, and she may do the same thing, or she may offer you something new. And this is what I've been training my level 1s this month on. We've got the new block. Are you guys reaching out to people? A lot of people right now are doing No Gain November. So instead of talking about weight loss and getting healthier, how about let's not gain any weight over the holidays. Have you tried our block? Are you tired? Have you tried our edge? And wrap the Slim Up in it with you. There's so many different things that you can do. And so what I encourage people to do is find a diamond, a sapphire, an emerald that you like in the company that maybe resembles you and your characteristics, and follow them. So for me, when I first started, I loved Sheila Medina and how she talked about the products and how simple she made it. And so for me, I have always followed her, always. And, every time I would go in to talk to someone, I would listen to a short little YouTube video that she had made talking about the products. And I trained myself. I didn't have anyone train me to do that. I just went out and found someone that was successful, and I just followed them. So that's a great tip that you can give anybody that's new. Maybe you just signed up a teacher. Well, go out and find a teacher that's quit their job and is able to do Plexus full time. Maybe you signed up a homeschooling mom. There's a lot of homeschooling moms. Maybe you signed up a nurse. Go out and find a nurse and see how they build their business. And that is going to help you, target in on the people that you're working with, whether they're your customer or your ambassador, to really know what they need. And then lastly, I would say, right now we have a huge opportunity. So wherever Super Saturday is for you guys, if you guys are in Illinois or Missouri, wherever, you guys need to be building towards that. That is corporate people, jewels in the company that are going through a massive training. I'm a speaker in Alabama. The stuff that they're going to teach us is amazing. You're not going to want to miss that. Things happen when you go to those meetings. You may just get one little nugget out of that Super Saturday event. You may just get one little thing. But if you don't go, you won't get it. And so what we're doing right now is we're building up to that. We're telling people, hey, now's a great time to get on board for the products and the opportunity. Come on board and let's work through the holidays, keep you healthy. Maybe you won't gain any weight. Maybe you'll even lose some weight. And then Super Saturdays come in and we can help build your business. We're going to get a good foundation built for you. And I would encourage you, if you've not signed up, to do that and maybe buy a guest ticket, and give it to someone new that's coming on board with you. But this opportunity, you guys, do not overlook it because it is huge. I'm telling you, it is huge. You do not want to overlook it. I take it from me. Someone shared this opportunity with us. Someone inspired us to not give up, even when we were down and out on our team, maybe was kind of in a dip, or maybe our personal business was down in a dip. We just have never given up. And we've always just dug so deep to find our passion and to stay true to what we believe in. These products have changed Ted and I's life. For us, it's easy to share. So find what works for you and go with it. Don't worry about doing what this person's doing and that person's doing. Just look, put your feelers out, find what would be good for you, and run with it. That's what I would tell you to do tonight. Do not miss Super Saturday. So important. One time a year. Trust me, you are not going to want to miss this year. Get registered because I promise you it's going to be sold out. Be watching for things in November. Right now they have the planner promotion. You don't want to miss that. This planner is amazing. We're going to work with each other all year long with this planner. So do not miss getting that. You're going to wish you would have worked. So I don't know if Kelsey's told you about that or you guys saw the email. 3 customers or 3 ambassadors or a combination of both. So I got my first new ambassador for this month today. I'm super excited. I only need 2 more for this month to get the planner. So I would work towards that because that's going to wrap into Super Saturday, and you're going to want to make sure that you have that.
Thank you so much, Angie. I have been taking notes. I love your story. I always love your tips. I have one more question before we let you go, and that is, are there any tips for success for new ambassadors? Maybe someone just jumped on board this month. There's a lot of things going on with Plexus. What are some top tips for any newbies?
Yeah, so anybody that's new, you want to dig into your success kit that you got. Dig into that, read it. It gives you all the tools to grow your business. If you're brand new, I want to tell you, do not wait till you have a testimony to start sharing. Use mine, use Kelsey's, use whoever. There are thousands of Plexus testimonials you can use. Do not wait, because if you don't tell your friends and family and the people you work with, someone else will. It's really starting to grow in Illinois and Missouri, and I'm telling you, you guys are in the right place at the right time. The main thing that we do with our new ambassadors is we try to get them to silver in the first 30 days. So if you can get a couple customers and get people to jump on board with you and do the business with you, that is the most vital thing that you can do, because you're going to get that silver bonus. So if you have someone that's new, say you're new, that's your first goal, get to silver as soon as possible. That's getting 3 people in the business. If you have someone in the business with you, you want to do that for them too. Help them go out and find 3 people. Really, really important to do that. I don't want you to miss that bonus. That's a huge bonus that you're going to want to get.
All right. Thank you so much, Angie. Does anyone else have anything for Angie before we let her go back to her family? Anything? Any questions? I can unmute everybody. Anything? All right, Angie, we'll let you go. Okay. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.